Showtime.
Hey.
Don't forget to subscribe to Sharonatsea Travel. Thank you.
Sharon, what are you doing over there?
I'm turning all the...
You're messing around with your phone, and we're getting ready to start a live stream.
I am. Turn the volume down so it's not beeping.
What the heck are you doing? Come on, you were clearing your messages because you got so many messages up there. Be honest. Be honest with the people. What's going on, everybody?
Hang on here.
Jamie and Sharon here from NCL Travel. Welcome to another episode of Monday Night Live. Monday Night Live.
Yeah.
How do you feel tonight? Do you feel okay?
Yeah, I feel.
Are you feeling good?
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling. I'm starting to get my groove back. Stella got her groove back, I think, was the movie that I'm quoting right there. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Are we coming in loud and clear, folks? Let me know. Let me put on my shades, my specs, I should say, so I can see what's going on here in the chat. Lovely to see everyone here this evening. I don't know if the notifications came out. Every time we start the live, I'm looking at my phone because I log in as not NCL Travel, but someone else, me, on YouTube, and I didn't see a notification, so I don't know if anyone got notified or not. But hopefully a few folks show up and join us so that we can talk about my favorite topic.
Your cruise, yourself.
Me. That's my favorite topic, is talking about me.
Oh my God.
I love to talk about me and my cruise and all that kind of stuff. So, but it's lovely to see everybody. I believe that our fearless and amazing moderator team are both out tonight.
They are busy.
Leanne is at the park, as usual. Keeping the Disney stock up and high, and Nancy is on the Carnival Panorama. Yeah. The Panorama, that ship brings back great memories, doesn't it?
It does.
The last time we were on the Panorama was literally the cruise that when we got off, the pandemic started.
Yeah.
So Nancy, do not do that on your cruise. Do not start another pandemic the day that you get off the cruise. We don't want that to happen. Let's see. Hello, everyone. Hello. We see you and we hear you, Shayna. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, notification came on for Renee Miller. Thank you. I got notified twice, said Kathy.
Wow.
Okay, that's good. Facebook notified me. I get both YouTube and Facebook notifications. Well, that's me on the Facebook. I'm like, 40-minute countdown at everyone. Boop. And I'm like, well, I know people get pissed off when you do that at everyone thing on Facebook. But I'm like, listen, if you get pissed off because we're notifying you that we're going live, then maybe you just don't really want to be in the group anyway. That's all I'm saying. I was notified by YouTube. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. So, what's new? What's exciting? How are y'all doing? We hope you're doing good. And yeah, I'm back from a cruise.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. And I can't believe
you had a great time.
I had a great time. I think a lot of guys had a great time. It was a fabulous trip, and I was going to talk a little bit about it tonight, if that's okay with y'all out there. I did put out a video, believe it or not. I had to try to do my most creative, unique video that I've ever done when I got home, and I was like, what is all this crapola video content that I have? And I was able to put something together, and people seemed to like it, so that was very cool. Roger says, just rewatch your last Alaska series. We leave for a 10-night Alaska next Monday. That is fabulous.
Yeah.
Steve Morales, I am super excited. Number one, to be here with you and Sharon. And number two, because I'm a Charger fan, baby, and it's going to be an amazing football year. Nancy Field says, watched your video, Jamie. I appreciate that, Nancy. You better, because every time I see you, you say, Jamie, you and Sharon are the favorite channel. We love you. So you better be watching those videos. Watching from the faraway land of Gilbert, Arizona. What is up, tripping with RB? Nice to see you. Great job getting the video out so quickly, Jamie. Thank you, Shayna. I pride myself on timeliness. And if I don't get a video out quickly, you know what she does, right?
Get to work.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, Mr. Z, it is a party now that Steve Morales is here, or something to that effect. Actually, his lovely wife Ruth is more of the party. He's just kind of like filler, you know what I'm talking about.
Mr. Z says the ads are killing him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we have no control over the ads. I'm sorry.
Oh, listen, it's a 5-second ad and you just click skip, for crying out loud. I don't want to hear it, Mr. Z. I don't want to hear it. There are 2 Rogers here tonight. Wendy, how many Rogers do we have? I only know one Roger. Are there multiple Rogers? Does Roger have 2 personalities? Is that what you're trying to say? Sugar's Getaway said, sorry I'm late. I was in the middle of packing for Minnesota. Oh, yeah, for Minnesota. And then South Padre Island, my birthday weekend with Spice. That sounds like a good time. And say hi to everybody in Minnesota for us. Are you at our family's house? Our family's out there in Minnesota. Thank you, Josh Johnstone. What a nice comment. Said, love you guys. That is so sweet.
Thank you.
That's fabulous. That's just fabulous, Sharon, isn't it? All right, how many? Well, listen, we got 120 people here. That is awesome. I know it's not like the old days, is it? The live streams, they're just, and it's probably our fault. Maybe if we did, let me ask you this. Let me know in the comments. If we did a live stream every Monday without fail, do you think more people would watch or less people would watch? It was a while ago that we kind of started doing them every other week just because our schedule was crazy and life was crazy and all that. Let me know what you think.
Everyone's life's a little crazy or just busy now.
You think so?
And people don't have as much time for it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I feel like, back in the pandemic days, I mean, that was all we had was just everybody getting together on live streams and hanging out for hours and hours at a time and drinking and partying and all that kind of stuff and yucking it up. Here we are a few years removed from that, and things are certainly a little bit different. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's going on, what they say in the chat. Roger J417 says, I'm here, so is the other guy. Well, who's the other guy? All right, I need all Rogers to identify yourselves. First name, last name, and last 4 digits of your social, please, right away.
Yeah, there was 2 Rogers.
Wendy said, we are not going to Alaska.
Yeah,
okay, well then, now I get it.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, they're not going to Alaska.
I listen. It's this whole new, the whole your name
Roger's
with the numbers and all that kind of
the
stuff.
The other Roger's going to Alaska.
Roger Johnstone, please change your name to Wendy's Roger as soon as possible, so I know. Debbie Shafkins, hello. How are you doing? You and your lovely husband John. Hope you guys are doing well. Minnesota Mike V said our first cruise was on the Panorama just after they started cruising after the pandemic. Mazatlan and Puerto Vallarta wouldn't let us off the ship. Okay, can you believe that? Can you believe that? Is your family okay in Minnesota? Lots of weather going on the past few weeks. Oh, yeah. Renee, yeah, whatever. They do whatever. They like it. If it's minus 20 and a snowstorm, that's when they flourish out there, except for the chickens. I hope the chickens are okay.
Oh, I saw
they have chickens now. It's a whole thing.
I saw the chickens in a video the other day, and
yes,
they were running all over the yard, and the grass was green. There was no snow on the grass. So,
Mr. Z says, starting to pack tomorrow for the first leg of the Coo Cruise. Mr. Z, we hope that is a great time. I'm sorry we won't be there to bid fond farewell with you to the one and only Lindy Lou. We miss her dearly, and we just hope it's a special experience for you. And God bless you, brother. God bless you. Question, have you guys considered going on a theme cruise like 80s or country music? You want to answer that? Because I have an answer for that.
Well, Jamie will see them sometimes, like as you scroll through Facebook and different things, he'll see them and he'll be like, he'll think about it kind of. But I don't know. I don't think we ever plan to go on a themed cruise.
They just had like a heavy metal cruise on Norwegian of all cruise lines.
They have a lot of them.
And I was like, oh my God, that would be insane. Black Label Society was a main. I'm just watching that and it's so good. But here's my issue. There's so many great bands I would love to see. 80s bands, hair metal, heavy metal. They're all on there, but they're all playing in different areas, I think, at certain times. So I would be pulling my hair. Well, I don't have any hair. I'd be pulling, I'd be pulling something out is what I would be doing. Freaking out because I'd be like, I want to go see this band on the Lido, but I want to see this band in the club, but this band's playing in the theater, and I'd be going nuts. So I don't know. It would be cool, but guys, I hate to cruise without my amazing wife, Sharon. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Going to need Sharon's services at the end of the month for a small group for November 2027. Kevtopia.
Oh, okay.
Love it. Sharon, are you available to book multiple cabins for Kevtopia?
I am.
Excellent. We love to hear that. And thank you so much for considering Sharon for all of your booking needs.
I will be away at the end of May for a couple of weeks. But I will be available by email. But I think probably not. I probably won't be doing too many bookings. But I can address things that are already booked.
Hold on. At the end of May, what are you going to be doing, Sharon? Let me guess. Are you going to be doing this?
I am going
A 9-day Greek Isle from Rome to Istanbul, guys. It's not too late. Is it too late?
Yeah.
Oh, it is too late. All right. Well, you know what? Sorry, you're SOL, guys. It's probably too late. We're leaving in like oh my god, like 33 days for Rome. It's going to be unbelievable. But Sharon, what about this? Can people still join us on the Norwegian Encore?
They can.
Is it too soon to live stream to promote? It's never too soon.
I will say the prices have gone up since I originally held group space on this one, but I did hold more group space not long ago, and actually that group space is good until May 7th, and then I will have to hold more group space, which the price will probably go up a little more then because it just does. But one thing on Norwegian, I believe, let's see, I think it's tomorrow actually, they're going to start the cruise first option again where you pay $250 and they apply $500 to your reservation. Normally it's just $150 and they apply $300. They do this, they do that all the time, but every once in a while you can pay $250 and get a certificate that is for $500, and then they apply that to your cruise as your deposit, so you actually end up getting an extra sort of $250 off your cruise, off the price of your cruise.
Very nice. Okay, and so people can contact you to book a cruise, not just that cruise, but any Norwegian cruise, and you can do all that legwork for them.
Yeah. So, but that's it's starting. I believe it's tomorrow. I think I have to look back at my emails, but and it's just it just goes on for a few days. So it's so if you want to take advantage of that, now's the time to do that.
Excellent. Okay, cool. And let me see what else we have. While we're promoting, I mean, listen, I think if you can't make the Encore, which is my favorite cruise ship ever.
Oh, it is? Or is it just your favorite Norwegian ship or your favorite cruise ship?
I think it's my favorite cruise ship.
Oh, really?
At the end of the day, I think cruise, because unlike some other Norwegian ships, and especially the one we were just on, this one has a fabulous pool deck. And then remember, guys, the Fall Festival Group Cruise, it's going to be off the chisel. St. Thomas, San Juan, Amber Cove, Celebration Key, 8 days, October 16th through 24. Maybe we'll get caught in a hurricane together and have the time of our lives and stories to tell our grandkids. You never know. So contact Sharon for that one as well. And oh, by the way, hold on. And one last thing. We recently posted this in our group, but we haven't talked about it with you guys. But we finally came up with what we want to do for 2027 to 2028 New Year's group cruise. You know, if you're new here, we do group cruises every year. I don't know when we'll stop.
On New Year's,
but for New Year's Eve, and it's one of the most fun things we've ever done, hanging out with friends, new friends, old friends, for New Year's. It's safe. You don't have to drive home. It's a great time, and you can party like it's 1999. And so we came out with this amazing promotion here. Hold on. Let me see it.
Oh, that's not that.
Oh, yes. Sharonatsea Travel Symphony of the Seas Group Cruise 2027 for New Year's Eve. But guess what?
It is not going to be on the Symphony of the Seas anymore because shortly after we started booking into the group, I held group space, we started booking into the group, I got notified from Royal that the ship is going to redeployment. So they are moving us to another ship if we wanted to. So we're getting moved to another ship. It's going to actually be on the same day, same itinerary and everything, but it's on Liberty of the Seas, not Symphony of the Seas. So I can't book anyone right now until after probably this weekend coming up. Everyone should be moved over that has booked already to the Liberty of the Seas, and then I will get some more group space and everything so that we'll be able to start booking anyone else that wants to go on Liberty of the Seas. I know Liberty of the Seas is smaller than Symphony of the Seas, and people are looking forward to Symphony, I think. But it'll be a good ship, I think, for a New Year's Eve cruise. It's a 4-night cruise, so I think we'll have a lot of fun.
You know, we always say that the New Year's Eve cruise is about who we're with, not really the ship that we're on. Yeah. And in this case, we decided to go to Galveston and do something different.
Kind of go in the middle this time.
Middle of the country, hopefully easy for everybody to get there. And we were like, okay, switch it up. Symphony of the Seas, great big ship. It'll be awesome. And then, boom, they kicked us right in the jimmy and said, sorry, you're SOL. So, you know, what are you going to do? That's just the way the way the cookie crumbles, if I'm not mistaken, Sharon.
It's still on. It's just going to be on Liberty of the Seas. So we'll put out new information here after next weekend.
All right, we'll see what happens. Let's see. Crazy Cat Traveler says, I have no life and no motivation to do anything else after work. Some more live streams are better for me. Okay, well, fabulous. Jack Pettit said, we look great. Thank you. My tan, I am rocking a little bit of a tan. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that, Jack. Very nice of you. Let's see. Roger J417 said it was a mystery booking, Sharon. Let's see. Beverly Jukich said, Sharon, Jamie, did you try the Red Bubbles drink when on NCL Cruise? It was so good.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Sharon loves that.
Yeah, I've had several of those. Every time I go on NCL, I have the Red Bubble, and I love that drink.
Let's see. Yes, welcome to the other Roger, says Wendy Johnstone. Very nice. You're very friendly. There are some long lines on those themed cruises. Wendy, it sure looks like that. Yeah. Shanna said, Jamie, I saw you like the AMF. I learned this year about a Grateful Dead similar, but Chambord instead of Curacao. Oof, God, that sounds a little sweet, but I listen, you know me. I'll try anything. Yeah, I think you guys know that about me. I will cruise with Sharon, said Wendy. Let's see. Your favorite band, Jimmy? Steve Morales, I think it's got to be right now. Black Label Society. I just went to see them a couple of weeks ago. It was amazing here in Phoenix, and I think that's my damn. Yeah, I'm an '80s guy. You know, I like to rock. Man. And maybe one day I'll grow my mullet out. We'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. Let's see. Mr. Z says, I have a free cruise I need to book by tomorrow. Well, you better get on it. South America, 45 days, back to back. Steve, that sounds fabulous. Yeah, we'll be on the festival January 2028, or we would join the group cruise at Florida Freight Reviews. Hey, listen, maybe you can do both. Hence why Sharon loves Royal Caribbean customer service. That maybe Crazy Cat Traveler, you know, they're always throwing curveballs, right?
Yeah.
Always throwing curveballs. Let's see. It'll be a great ship, whatever we're on. Let's see. A little late, but great to be here. The No Way Jose, what's going on, dude? Lovely to see you. Jamie, that's not a tan, that's dirt. How dare you, Steve? This is a tan, my friend. Debbie Shafkin says, working on a girls' cruise from the West Coast. Oh. Debbie, hold on. Are you working on a girls' cruise? Or do you need Sharon to help you work on a girls' cruise? Either way, we can do it. I thought Jamie's favorite band was Slippin' Digits. No. They're like a top 8 or 10, but you know. Are you guys drinking coffee tonight? Gina Bird, no, we're not. Lovely to see you, and hello to you and your exquisite husband, Matt.
We are drinking tea.
We're having tea. We've been having tea lately, and
well, usually
it's a nice pick-me-up.
We've been having it in the afternoon, kind of, but I just got home a little bit ago, so.
Yeah, Sharon was out running a few errands. She's been very busy lately.
I am.
We decided to get a quick pick-me-up.
Yeah, so I need a pick-me-up.
Don't forget the newly out of dry dock Carnival Magic for November 6, 2027. It's the Julie Won't Let It Be the Off the Chisel, but still off the chisel cruise. Okay, listen, that sounds like a party to me. Hello, Jamie Wilhite. How are you doing down there in the Tucson, Arizona area? We hope you're doing well. Lovely to see you. Linda, hello. Linda says, I'm here, but I'm late. That's okay. That's okay. No blue cheese olives tonight. The Traveling Johnsons. It's been a minute since I've had a blue cheese. I was thinking about those.
You probably had. Did you have any on the cruise?
I did not.
I usually have those on the cruise.
But I did have a couple of very good dirty martinis. I'm here to tell you, as usual, really Norwegian. Well, Carnival's number one for dirty martinis, but Norwegian is number two. Are? Oh yeah. Oh. You've seen the dirty martinis. I remember when that guy, he poured everything through his sock.
I thought that was.
He wrung it through his sock, the bartender, at my request.
I thought that was just the one guy though.
Oh no, they make them filthy dirty over there. But all right, listen. Let me run through a little bit of the cruise here. I want to say thanks to the dudes that were able to make it on the Jimmy Jamboree boys group cruise. This one's for the boys. We had a great time. We all missed our wives terribly, but we did have a great time. We got into, I got into Miami, maybe the best decision I've ever made, or I'm an idiot. I'm not quite sure. But I did a red-eye flight on a Tuesday night to get into Miami Wednesday morning. And then I stayed at the Embassy Suites Wednesday night and Thursday night before getting on the cruise ship Friday, if you can follow along with that fiasco. I got off the plane. The flight was 20 minutes early. We got right to the jetway, got off the plane. I was supposed to get in at like 7:05. I'm literally at the hotel at 7:20. It was that fast. It was insane. When I went out to get on the shuttle, I walked out to get the shuttle figuring, oh God, it's going to be forever. It's so early in the morning. I got out. I looked to the right. I looked to the left. I saw the shuttle come by. It parked right there. And then I just walked over and said, Embassy Suites? The guy goes, yeah. I hopped on. And then I went in and I said, please, 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 is there any chance you might have a room for me? And they said, let me look. And
they got your hopes up.
Yeah. And then she said, I do have a couple of king rooms. I have king room where there's a king and then a pull-out sofa. And I thought to myself, that would be amazing if I wasn't sharing a room with a great buddy of mine. Because my great buddy was coming in later that day, and he is a very big guy. He's tall, muscular, fabulous build, super sexy. His name is EJ, a dear friend from many, many years ago. And I thought to myself, would EJ be okay sleeping on the pull-out sofa? And then I realized that if I put him on the pull-out sofa, his feet would be out the freaking door of the hotel room probably. I'd have to leave the door open at night. So I said, no. I said, I can't do the king room. How about 2 queens, which is what I booked. And they said, I'm sorry, we don't have any rooms available. I said, how do you not have rooms? Apparently a group of travelers from France, this is what they told me, were somehow their plans for the night before got scrapped. I don't know if it was flights. I don't know how it happened. But she said they had over 100 people come in last night at about 10 p.m. and check into the hotel and take up all of the extra 2-bedroom or 2 queen bedrooms. And I was like, right, whatever, sure, fine. I'll just sit over here and wait. I'll tell you what, within a few hours, I was surrounded by people speaking French. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was looking around like, oh, I guess that really did happen. So, but anyway, then, so I hung out all day, finally got a room a little after 2. Some of the guys started showing up the first day. A few more were coming in the next. And then the fun started. And we ended up going out later on that day. We made a run to the store, picked up a couple of 12 packs of beer, went out and had a nice Cuban lunch. About 6 of us, I think there were at the time. The first 6 that got in. That night we went to a place called Old Tom Sports Bar.
EJ's in the chat right there.
EJ is where?
Right.
There's EJ says hell to the no. I knew it, EJ. I knew you wouldn't be able to pull that off. So we did that. We went to Old Tom Sports Bar, which was supposed to be a dive. One of the ladies at the place said, yeah, that's the kind of place where your feet will stick to the ground. And we're like, that's what we're looking for. And we got there, and it was a really nice place. And we had a good dinner, and everything was all cool. And then after that, the next day, well, hold on. I got a couple little pictures. Maybe I can show you a few things. Let me see what's going on in the chat real quick first. Beverly Duca said, would you ever try a 14-night cruise to the Southern Caribbean? It has 6 sea days on Celebrity. Yeah, we would do that in a heartbeat if we had the time, the money, and the time. Let's see. Looking for Sharon and Nautical Nurse Nancy to perform their magic and put together a West Coast girls cruise. That's what Debbie's looking for.
Oh, yeah. We will get something locked down here before long. I don't know if it'll be on the West Coast.
Hey, listen, Nancy's cruising out on the West Coast right now. If she enjoys this, then who knows what could happen, guys.
So, but we'll see. I don't know where it'll be from or what cruise line, but we'll hopefully have something soon.
Roger said, come on, EJ, you know you would love it. Yes, Crazy Cat Traveler. Parlez-vous français? Comment allez-vous? That's not what I said, but I think they might have been saying something like that. That's for sure. Let's see. What else? Okay. Steve Morales said, Crazy Cat Traveler, you're speaking Greek. I think that's French, Steve. Pay attention. Bruce's going to want to go to France soon. All right. So that's how everything started. Let me jump in here. I might have a picture or two. Let me see if I got anything. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, so listen, that's a picture I sent to all the guys. This is a picture of all the boys. Most of the guys were there. We saw them at check-in. We all had early check-in, and I'll talk about getting to the port here in a minute. But we all were there. I got pictures with everybody. And then you'll notice there's 2 fellas that actually took a later shuttle from the hotel because we saw them at the hotel. And they are the ones in the bottom middle who didn't make it for the Norwegian photo, the pre-cruise photo there. So, but that was the start of everything there. We had a good time. That's me the morning of, all by myself. And the cool thing, though, is when I got to the hotel, they didn't have a room, but they were still serving breakfast. So I went and had a cup of coffee, which I was dying for. I had a great breakfast, and I vegged out. I may have even fallen asleep on the couch for a few minutes, as a matter of fact. I sat outside for a little bit and got a little fresh air. Beautiful. I love the pool that they have there. It's not the most beautiful place, but it's pretty solid, and it's a great place to hang out and enjoy yourself. That's when EJ got there. Hadn't seen him in quite a while, so he arrived, and we began drinking. And this is when we knew we had to get off property and get some drinks, because we sat down and we each had 2 draft beers at the hotel. Okay, 2 draft beers at the hotel, and then we're like, okay, well, let's go look into getting, seeing if a room's ready yet. And EJ's like, okay, I'll cover the beers. I'm like, okay, great. And the bill comes. Well, the beers are like $12 a piece. He puts down like 100 or something, and he gets like pennies back. And he's like, what the hell is this? So we knew that we had to get off the property and get somewhere and get a couple more. An alternative is what we needed, as a matter of fact. Later on that day, a couple more guys showed up. The Gibbies brothers, the Gibsons, Roger and John showed up, and so we were good to go. But then the next day, I got up, and it looked like this outside. Hold on. Well, here we are in beautiful, sunny Florida. Hello. Yeah, it's raining. I don't know if we're going to hit the pool or not. We'll work something out. Fun will be had. That's it. Can you believe that? But we made the best of it, and a couple more guys joined us, and we had a bunch of beer that we had gotten the day before from the store, so that worked for us. So then we just went out and started drinking beer all day by the pool, sat out there in the rain. We went in the pool, we went in the hot tub, we hung out, and just had a blast of a time. And then that night I ordered a bunch of pizza, but I was a little bit worried because later on that day, I saw some signs in the lobby that said no outside food or drink allowed in the atrium. I think they called it an atrium and the restaurant area or something like that. And I was like, well, I think it's going to be okay. And another guy was like, yeah, we were just here, a little while ago doing the same thing. So they didn't say a word to us, and we didn't bring any food or drink by the bar or by the restaurant. So everything kind of worked out okay. Let me see. I just want to check if anybody's got any questions about the Embassy Suites or anything. Let me know. EJ said this is my first boys cruise and it was awesome. Definitely doing it again. Great bunch of guys. Look at that. That's a testimonial. That's unpaid, guys. That's an unpaid testimonial right there. Let's see.
Ann Hoffman said, "Hi, Sharon and Jamie. Would you ever go on a river cruise?" Yeah, we would. We don't have one planned, and it's probably not planned. We don't have any plans to plan one in the next probably couple of years, but maybe in about 5 years or so, we might jump on a river cruise at some point.
As long as they have a casino?
They don't have a casino.
Dang it. Okay, a bar? Do they have bars that say open past 8?
They don't have a lot. It's all about the destination.
Oh, okay, we'll work on that. Maybe in a couple of years. Yeah. I may need a few extra years. Let's see.
Viking. To be honest,
yes.
I almost want to book a Viking river cruise just because they have the best customer service out there.
Really?
Yeah. So you know how you get annoyed with you call the cruise lines and you kind of get annoyed.
So you booked some Viking. I mean, Sharon.
I booked a lot of Viking.
If you guys don't, Sharon's not just like a Carnival NCL Royal person. She's booked on every cruise line. Everywhere, international, non-international, the Viking, national,
they have
domestic.
The best customer service. They are always so pleasant on the phone. They help you anything you need. So it makes you want to book a cruise with them just because, of their customer service. But they're expensive.
There you go. Let's see. What else do we have? Mr. Z, I see your post there. I'm sorry that you won't be doing that. But I know that I know it'll be a special time for you regardless. So, hey, listen, sounds like it's best to make sure that the daughters are involved as well. So very, very cool. And I'm wishing you the best on that trip, brother. We really are. EJ said it's my first boys cruise. And I'm like, well, and it's my first Jimmy Jamboree. And all the guys are like, are you
Well,
going
it's
to do
your
2.0?
It's your first boys cruise too.
Well, to have I've been on a cruise with a couple of dudes before and had a good time.
I guess so, yeah.
But, you know, for the Jimmy Jamboree deal, it was definitely something cool. So, Mike, Sharon, how you doing? By the way, if anyone has to book hotel, I used to be loyal to Marriott, but lately Hilton has literally saved my butt on both personal and business travel. Okay. Very nice. That's very nice. All right. So the stay at Embassy Suites, we had a good time. Everything was cool. No one gave us a hard time. As a matter of fact, they have signs outside of at the pool saying during rainstorms the pool will be closed, and I think that's because they're afraid of thunder and lightning. And we were out there hanging out, and just a couple of old dudes. And one of the staff came out, and there was really hardly anybody else out there because we were the only idiots in the rain drinking at the pool. But they kind of said, hey, you know, we're supposed to close the pool, but it's just kind of on and off drizzling, so just keep an eye out and be safe, guys. So I thought that was very cool, too. So that was that. Then the next day is Embarkation Day. And Sharon, you've seen all the stuff where people are freaking out about how long it takes to get to the port in Miami.
Yeah, they're saying like an hour and a half, 2 hours on the weekend.
Horror stories. Yeah. Even some of the dudes that we were cruising with have been there for another cruise that left on a weekend. But I'm here to tell you that I did a little research before the cruise and found there was only 5 ships leaving. And none of them were like Icon class, 8,000 people type of ships either. So there were 5 ships leaving. It was a Friday to Monday cruise. So that worked out. The whole group, and that's how we got those pictures. We all had a 9:30 to 10 a.m. boarding time because we all checked in about the same time, and we coordinated that, and that was cool. And so I said, listen, let's get the Ubers for 8:30 a.m. I'm not a hotel shuttle guy, so I said, let's get an Uber for 8:30. That'll give us an hour window to get there for our 9:30. With 5 ships, that might be okay. Well, by 8:30 or a few minutes after we got in the Uber, and I looked, and it's like, okay, you'll be there at 9:11. Well, 9:11. Well, I don't. That had nothing to do with the story, but I'm sitting there going, oh my God, we're going to be there super fast. And sure enough, we got there. We had a great Uber. We got there lickety split, except for Brian from How We Cruise, who prearranged. I think he's out there in the chat. Yeah. He prearranged an Uber. And a couple guys went with him, and I felt terrible because I kind of coordinated a couple dudes to go in there with Brian. A couple guys were solo, stuff like that. And so 4 guys got in the Uber with Brian, and their Uber went the wrong way, and it took them like almost, I don't know if it was like an hour or 50 minutes to get there. I felt kind of mad about it.
How could an Uber go the wrong way? I mean, they have their GPS.
The guy got on like the 95 and started heading towards, I don't know, Brian was messaging me saying, I think we're going through Fort Lauderdale to get to the Miami port. But anyway, but listen, but we got there super fast. It was smooth. We zipped right through. I mean, not an ounce of traffic, as fast as we've ever gone. I mean, besides like morning traffic, like AM Friday traffic, but there was no port traffic at all once we got onto the bridge. And then we went under the tunnel, and bing, bang, boom, we were there in minutes. So that was super cool.
Oh, no way. Jose said a Mississippi River cruise.
Oh.
I don't have any desire to go on
Mississippi?
a Mississippi River cruise. When I think of river cruise, I think like a European river cruise.
Yes, Roger was one of the ones on that. He said, I'm still suffering from post-traumatic stress from our ride with Gene. Oh my gosh. Timothy Williams said, thanks to you and the family for all you do. I've learned so much from you guys. My friends and I sail on Celebration this Sunday. I'm so excited. Congratulations, Timothy. Yeah. That ought to be a great trip for you, man. Yeah, Howie Cruz said, we stopped by Ty Humberzumian's house in Canada on the way. Oh my gosh. Must have been the Uber driver's first day. It may have been Traveling Johnson's. I'm not quite sure. Hey, how is everyone's liver doing? What's up, J Bone? My liver is fit as a fiddle. I'm ready to do it all over again. So we got in there fast. We got on board. We were group 1. Like when we got dropped off, it looked a little hectic around the port, but we walked up and there's probably about 25 people in line already. And boom, they started going through the process and getting into the waiting area. And we group 1. Jay was there with Jason. These guys live in Florida, so they drove. They went in the park. They got to the parking lot early and just cracked open a couple drinks and started throwing back some brews.
Eric Granger asked, how was the cigar lounge on the ship?
I'm here to tell you that it's great. The cigar lounge is great. I did not have one cigar in the cigar lounge. because every time I had a cigar, it was actually up on the Spice H2O deck, all the way up top, deck 16, all the way in the back. It's an adult-only place during the day. At night, they do, shows and stuff. But all the times that I wanted to have a cigar, a couple times Embarkation Day, and a few other times during the cruise, we all went up there because they have a great bar. It's outdoors. The weather for the cruise was freaking awesome. We got very, very lucky. And so I went up there and had it. I think Larry, Beauty and the Bum Travel, might be here. He went in there a few times to have a cigar. But the lounge itself is great. A little small, but still a great spot for a stogie. So let's see, what else?
Jamie Wilhite said, I got great customer service with Carnival today. Well, that is great.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Let me see, what else? I want to make sure I'm getting all the
I
things.
usually don't get bad customer service with Carnival, though. I usually get, it's really average. Like, I'd give it a B most of the time. There's a few other cruise lines, though, that I don't care for the customer service.
Okay. Sharik said, what driver did you use? I don't know who it was, but it was just an Uber guy. And the Uber guy was fabulous. Unless it was Sharik, and that's you, and you were the Uber guy, and you're just trying to low-key say. I think I told the Uber guy to check it out, and he'd be on the video. Sharon, you should plan a boys' cruise and a girls' cruise for the same time, same port, but different ships. Then nobody will feel left out. Haha. Well, Beverly Juca, listen, the girls' cruise. Well, first off, you're not too far off there. That has been spoken of. But we don't have anything to talk about.
There's some talk about that.
Yes, but then who would take care of the cats? That's the question you have to ask. Well, there's cats. People have cats at home. They have animals, and if they all let
I thought you were talking about us, and I was like, we don't have any cats.
Somebody has cats out there. Eric Granger said, yes, I would prefer smoking outside as well. Yes, Eric, they have an area that is, I mean, you remember on the Joy, they had a nice area up top, and that was one of the bigger outdoor areas I'd ever seen to have cigars. But this place, it's a large smoking area. I mean, listen, as a non-cigarette smoker, if I wasn't having cigars, I'd be like, maybe it's a little off-putting or whatever. But smoking cigars up there was just fabulous. I'll tell you that right now. Bry Jr. said hi to Uncle Jimmy. What's up, Bry Jr.? Hey, man, I hope your nose is feeling better, dude. Listen, just one thing to remember: chicks dig scars. That's all I'm going to tell you, but chicks dig scars.
Gosh. Yeah,
Heidi Leskin. Heidi says, Viking Ocean Cruises. Try Viking to get a taste of the river cruise. My neighbor, friend from childhood, and friends love them. Now they're diehard. Now they are diehard Virgin line. She said Virgin or Viking. We had a Viking Virgin
for the river.
Okay.
For the river.
Viking.
Oh, she said try Viking Ocean Cruise.
Oh, okay.
They have Ocean Cruises and river cruises.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I remember seeing a Viking Ocean Cruise where the ship died and they had to evacuate senior citizens through a helicopter. Do you remember that? It was like the first big video I ever made that went a little viral. Alicia CO said, hello, just joined. Hopefully I didn't miss too much. Leaving on a transatlantic cruise in 34 days. So freaking excited.
Oh, I bet.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Ryan, the ship for the guys' cruise was on Norwegian Getaway. Let's see. Crazy Cat Travel said, I know Betsy from Beach Please has thoughts about Carnival's hold music. How's Carnival's hold music? Does it drive you crazy?
I don't know. I'm probably just used to it now.
What hold music drives you crazy the most? And I know the answer. I know the answer. I know it, but I'm going to let you say it.
Should you write it? I'm gonna write it down on that, and then hold on, and I'll tell you. And which,
you look that way. You look the other way.
Which one do I like the best, and which one do I like the least?
Okay, hold on.
Write the one on the least on the top, and the one I like the best on the bottom.
I need another piece of paper. This one. I'll do it. I'll do it on this right here. Okay, the least favorite.
Least on top, and the one I like the most on the bottom.
Well, you just said that you love Viking, but the one
We're talking about music.
Oh, okay. Music, okay, hold music.
Not
hold
ship.
Music.
Not ship. Hold music. Which hold music do I hate, and which one do I?
Okay. Like. All right. Which one do you hate, and which one do you like?
All right.
Hold on. Let me put this up. Let's see.
I hate Disney.
What I said. Oh, you hate Disney?
I hate Disney music, and I love Viking.
I put that you hate Virgin and you love Disney.
Why would I love Disney?
Because you like that. When you wish upon a star.
No, no.
All right.
I always say I hate Disney when you call them. They're so like bibbity bobbity boo and all this stuff. And when they answer the phone.
Oh, is that the one that goes, hello, sailors?
No, that's Virgin.
That's Virgin.
Yeah.
That would drive me crazy.
Well, that does too. But Disney bothers me more because of that. And then it's like, Disney bothers me because it's just so, it just seems so phony and everything. I like Viking because the music is the most relaxing music. You sit there and you can fall asleep while you're on hold. Although you never wait on hold with Viking because they answer probably within 30 seconds tops. They always answer right away.
Kevin Topia said Sharon's hold music was brutal. Oh wait, that was just Jamie singing to me on the phone. How dare you?
I thought for sure
Kevin,
you were going to get that. I thought for sure you were going to get that.
I don't know. Maybe. Obviously, I don't listen to you as much as I should. Let's see. Howie Cruz says, I like the MSC hold music. Is it in Italian? All right, listen, let me get back. I got a few more little pictures I'll show you. That's all. We'll keep it simple here. I don't have a ton. Just a little.
Well, here we are.
There's the rain again.
In beautiful
let me
sunny
get rid of the rain.
Hello.
I showed the rain. Hang on.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me get out of that. Okay, yes, and I showed that. There's the boys having a good time. So that was fun. And then, oh, wait, how did that sneak in there? Oh, maybe that's why we had such a good time.
That's an exciting picture.
Whoa. I think that right there tells a story. That tells a big time story. And, also, one funny thing is that we ran out of beer. We ran out of beer late in the morning, actually. Might have been before noon. Somebody in the chat correct me or help me out. And we're like, we need to get more. But at that point, we didn't want to get on the shuttle and go back to the store. And so one of the guys, Mr. John C., I'll leave it at that, came up with the idea, let's order from Walmart. And so we're sitting there putting together an order. We went from a beer order to a beer and rotisserie chicken order. Then we're like, wait a minute, what about wings? Do they have wings on there? And he's like, yes, they have wings here. You can order wings. So we put together a huge order. Turned out the wings, they didn't have the wings. And somehow only one rotisserie chicken came, and you should have seen like 5 guys after drinking beer all morning and into the afternoon attacking one chicken.
Oh my God.
Guys were like sucking the marrow out of the bone. It was unbelievable.
Oh my God.
And we had a fabulous time doing that, and that was all good. So getting back to that. All right, hold on. I got to get ahead. I got to get back to the cruise here. No Disney. I love to sing Zippity Doo Dah, but just once a day, usually in the morning. Oh, we know why you sing Zippity Doo Dah, Beauty and the Bum Travels. So Viking hold music is old school elevator music?
It kind of is, but it's just really, it's like pleasant and relaxing, but it's not completely elevator.
Yes.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's just, you'll have to call them and listen.
Steve says Walmart's the bomb, wings and chicken. And I see your comments, EJ. Rumor Show was pretty damn good. EJ enjoyed that. All right, hold on. Let me get back to my... Oh, wait, I threw my paper.
I love the Rumor Show. That's like my favorite thing.
Okay,
Although you did tell me that the Rumor Show is not...
You're getting ahead. You're getting ahead.
You don't need to go through every little...
I need to go through every little...
But it wasn't as good in the theater as it was in Sid Norman's.
Oh no, it was nowhere near.
Yeah.
It was nowhere near as good in the theater as it was in Sid Norman. Okay, let me cover let me just make sure. Okay, so Embarkation Day. Trip to the port was awesome. Fast embarkation. Listen, we started the day. We came out of the gate strong. And I'm here to tell you that I'm sitting there with a bunch of guys who are married or have significant others. And I told this, we didn't know what the hell to do with ourselves. We're all sitting there just like, we're here. It's early. We were walking to the buffet and we decided let's have a drink on the way to the buffet. And then after that, we were walking around the ship a little bit. And then when we're like exploring the ship because the ship was new to a bunch of guys. And so we're walking around and then we're like, hey, here's a bar. Let's stop and have a drink here. And we're like, wait, we don't know what to do with ourselves because our wives aren't here to tell us what to do. And we felt a little bit lost.
Oh my God.
Luckily,
I doubt that.
Luckily,
I don't believe that.
we did a pool bar drink to get started. We went to the and this is where things got crazy. We went to the sailaway party at 3, and I'm pretty sure we were there till about 5:30, and that really escalated and got wild. Then I went to the raw bar, and that got even crazier. Then we went to the sunset bar, and I think that's where everything just really kind of splintered apart. And then at the end of the night, I made it to Oceans, and apparently I did have a hot dog with sauerkraut, so that's a good thing. Just something to put in my belly before dinner.
Disgusting.
But at that point of the night, it was time to say night and wrap it up.
Pam S said, "I never knew that Walmart had rotisserie chickens." I saw something else too.
Yeah, the chicken did not stand a chance. It didn't. Luckily, it was already rotisserized, or else we would have had to do it ourselves right there.
Oh my God.
We would have started a fire. You know, you missed all of us," said Mary Barkley. Mary, we did. I mean, listen, we always miss the ladies, that's for sure.
Oh, Crazy Cat Traveler said, "Oh, a cheesy Disney thing would make me nauseous too."
Oh, yes, for sure. Elisa, CO, any recommendations for Miami Port? I've never been out of Miami before, so just trying to plan. Well, number one, you can look at hotels at the Blue Lagoon area.
Yeah, that's a great area. If you don't mind being about 15 minutes out from the port, it's a great area because then the hotels are a little bit cheaper there. They're still a little pricey, but they're cheaper than right at the port. And there's plenty of things right around there to do that you can walk to.
Yes, for sure. And you can go to the grocery store from there, stuff like that, get what you need before the cruise, so that's awesome. As far as a good dinner the night before, I don't know. You can. Oh, she said we're staying on South Beach. Okay, well there you go.
Oh, okay. South Beach. There's plenty of things to eat.
Just make sure that you clear your credit card before you go, because anything you eat will be very expensive. If you want, you can go to the Bayside Marketplace. They got some good restaurants there. There's some.
Yeah, but if they're in South Beach, there's plenty of places there to walk around.
Well, I'm just saying, there's a couple different options you can do.
But if you want to pay a lot for a taxi to get there.
What? It's South Beach is right next to Bayside Marketplace. It's all right there.
It's close.
Listen, if you're at a hotel on South Beach, you're going to pay out the yin yang for dinner there, so you can save money by going to Bayside Marketplace.
Yeah, maybe.
We've had great dinners at that place. What's that place called? Lombardi's or something like that?
Italian?
The Italian place?
Yeah.
We've scored there a couple times.
It's really good.
Not too bad. So hopefully that helps. Jay Bone says, "Man, I was hammered before I got on the ship." Jay, you were far from hammered.
Oh my God.
But my favorite part was when you lifted up Brian from How We Cruise and swung him around like a rag doll. That was kind of cute. I sent him the video of that. I did not include that video out there. Okay, let me get back to our thing. So Embarkation Day was
Chowder Place. I don't know where that is. Is that in Bayside Marketplace?
Maybe. I don't know what the name of the place is, but the Chowder Place. Look for any place that's serving chowder, and that's where to go. Jimmy G, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. The dirty martinis were pretty tasty. Oh, yeah, you and your brother were throwing those things down. I'd say they were tasty. I turned these guys on to their first ever. They were dirty martini virgins. I took their virginity, Sharon, is what I did.
Okay, why don't you tell everyone how the food was?
The food was awesome.
Yeah.
The food was awesome. All right, let me finish my picture.
You get mixed reviews sometimes with cruise food, weather.
Let me finish up my little photo stats. Okay, let me get off of this picture. Whoa. Okay. All right. Okay, yes, that was us on Embarkation Day. We were just a little confused. We didn't really know what to do, so as we were walking through, we just decided to stop and hang out at the pool and have a little drink. So that was awesome. Let's talk about food. We had a night at Cagney's. 2 dudes didn't make it to this. They had other plans that they did, but this was the group here, and we had an amazing night. Great dinner, great service. Everything was awesome. So that was super cool. Here's us at Great Stirrup Cay. One of the guys in this picture had nothing to do with our group. We just met him there, and he thought we were cool as hell, and his wife wasn't into partying, he said. So he hung out with us. So we were drinking beers. We may or may not have had a shot or two there. We just commandeered the area by the pool bar and had a great, great time. So that was awesome. Here's our final night's dinner in the main dining room. Again, most of the guys there, a couple guys did something else or didn't make it. And we had a great meal in the main dining room. I thought it was awesome. So that was super, super cool. And I enjoyed the heck out of that. And then finally, this right here, guys, this is the beginning of the end. That blue drink is something, I guess it's comparable to a Long Island iced tea, but it's called an AMF, and the AMF stands for adios, and you can figure out what the rest means. It's not me friend, which is what the term that we used, but it was delicious. And it was the beginning of the end for me. But, all right, so what were you saying? Food?
Yeah.
The buffet was pretty darn good. I ate a couple times in the buffet and did okay there. We ate at Oceans, right? That's always good, quick, good food. We had breakfast there the morning when we went to Great Stirrup Cay, so that was awesome. And dinner in the main dining room was was great. Cagney's was awesome. So I mean, overall, I mean, we scored. We did really well in the food department. Let me jump back in here and see. How was the Bonanza wine? Was it actually good or mostly gimmicky? Shayna, I thought it was good. So we had the Free at Sea is the program that we all had, but before we went, we wanted to make sure we had drinks available at Great Stirrup Cay, so we all upgraded to the Free at Sea Plus. Well, then of course Norwegian says, oh, by the way, we're going to extend the drink package onto the island, so drinks are going to be included on Great Stirrup Cay, and we're like, well, what the heck? But we all decided to keep it because
still have the Wi-Fi, the
full Wi-Fi,
everything.
took care of the gratuities, and 50% off any other specialty dining. So that's why a couple of nights some other guys went to specialty dining and got the discount. So that was a great value. And of course, we had whatever drinks we wanted to, and we were just looking for an expensive glass of wine. And at first, I thought the Bonanza was like $59 a glass or something.
Oh.
And I said, can we get the Bonanza? And the guy's like, yeah, that's included in your Free at Sea Plus. And I said, let's do the Bonanza. I guess I read it wrong. It was like $29, but still expensive. And I'm like, I just want some expensive wine. But come to find out, it's about $20 a bottle down here at the Total Wine. But even that was good stuff.
Beth Ollinger said there's an evening boat tour of Bayside Marketplace. It's a lot of fun if you're looking for something to do before your cruise, the night before your cruise. Oh, and EJ said Blue Death, so he must have been talking about the.
Yeah, he knew what was in there too. He called it Blue Death, I guess. But you can order it on AMF. You go to the bar, say I want an AMF, and they know exactly what you're talking about. Mike V said I love sharing a dirty martini or two with Jamie on the Elation. We did. I remember we did back-to-back dirty martinis at the Elation bar, my friend, and we were feeling no pain at all. Jay said, no, the guy in the white hat, I was getting drunk at the pool the whole day. Yes, that guy was, right? That's the dude we were talking about. Where were Long Beach iced teas? We didn't even get into those because I think the AMFs took their place. Jay said, I told him to hang out with y'all. Well, thanks a lot. He was a cool dude. AMF packed a punch. It really did. It really did. Wendy says those are like Kool-Aid to me. Oh yeah, gosh. Listen, Wendy, those are nothing like Kool-Aid. You got your mind. All right.
They look like Kool-Aid. But.
So the second day of the cruise was a Nassau day. Some dudes got off the ship. A few of us stayed on the ship and hung out. And that was the night when we had Cagney's at 5:30. So we partied, drank a little bit by the pool, and that was a good time. And then that night we had Cagney's and we did a little bar tour and hung out, and I don't know, we got a pretty decent sleep that night because the next morning was Great Stirrup Cay. So a bunch of us met up and we went and ate breakfast at Oceans, and then we got off at Great Stirrup Cay, and there was a little delay because the weather was really rocky and we were really afraid we might get canceled because the winds have been bad in the last couple of weeks, and a couple of cruises they weren't able to get off, but sure enough we were able to get off. It was a very rocky ride, and but we got off for Great Stirrup Cay, checked out the pool, hung out at the bar all day, had a great time, ate tacos for lunch that were really good, and everything was awesome. Yeah. And we got there early, and we had great service for like 2 hours. We were some of the only people really in the pool at the pool bar. And later on, yes, it got insane and crazy because it was a 3-day cruise, and there was a lot of locals on the ship that came out a little later in the day. So by the time it was getting wild and crazy by the pool, about 1:30 or so, we started packing up, knowing the line for the tender would be insane. And sure enough, it was later because the weather was so bad. I think they were only running like 2 tenders because the weather was so bad and so choppy out. But we got back and everything was groovy. And then talk about rumors. So then that night was the rumors show. As a matter of fact, it was at 7 p.m., not a 9 p.m. showing, and it was in the theater. We've only ever seen it in the Sid Norman's Poorhouse. Mm-hmm. And so we went to the rumors show, and I was pumping it up, telling the guys how great it would be. And we went, and the talent was great, and the whole thing was great itself. And if I had never seen it in Sid Norman's before, I would have been like, oh, this is awesome. But seeing that I did see it in Sid Norman's, the whole theater experience for that Rumors Fleetwood Mac tribute show, the theater definitely kind of takes away from.
I just feel like the whole vibe of it being more like a pub and then like interacting with the crowd, the people, and being right there is just probably a better experience.
So awesome
that's
show.
Always my favorite show.
It was an awesome show. I think a lot of the guys liked it who hadn't seen it before. but it just didn't hold the candle to the one where you're actually like this close to them. I mean, when you're in Sid Norman's, you're 10 feet away instead of 30, 40 feet away. So, you can order an AMF on Carnival. They ought to know what it is, and if they don't,
a couple of people
if they don't, pull out your phone, guys. If you Google search right now AMF drink, it'll tell you exactly what it is. It's a real, honest to goodness drink. Let's see. What do you see the pictures I had taken with me and Jason and me and Brian prom poses? Oh God, Jay, those would be fabulous. I can't wait. I hope. Did you have one of each of them on one arm? Did you put Jason on one arm and Brian on the other arm and hold them up? That'd be fabulous. Larry, I had 3 last Friday. Wendy's showing off.
Wow.
Wendy. Wendy said, Mary, let's do it. Great question here by Jamie Wilhite.
Oh, the Buc-ee's open up in no, but it is going to be opening up in June, and now I forgot the date. I think it's June 12th, or is it the 21st?
Like 17 or 20 or something like that.
Or something. Yeah, but it's going to open that day, and we're going to be there. So I bet the line's going to be crazy. We'll probably have to walk there from our house because the traffic's going to be insane. I'm sure.
Who we're going to see in line on that first day?
But everything's up. The sign's up. The Buc-ee sign.
The Ollingers.
The gas pumps aren't in, but all the things are there.
It's very close.
Yeah,
it looks really good.
It's really close. It looks almost like they just need to put the gas pumps in, fill the store up with things, and about ready.
Yes, that is super exciting. So if you're following Arizona and you see where the new Buc-ee's is going in, we are literally a mile away. I mean, literally. Yeah, probably literally a mile and a half tops, in my opinion. Let's see. Yeah, Beth and Doug are super psyched about that too. I know we're going to see them there. Guys, we can meet up for brisket. We'll just do a little brisket get together. We'll grab a couple tall boys from the fridge. We'll go out in the parking lot.
Stand in the parking lot, eat brisket.
Sit there. Yeah, we'll pump gas, eat brisket, and throw some beers back. It sounds like the best time ever.
Bill H asked, hey, Jamie, how was your flight getting to Miami?
Bill, the flight to Miami was awesome. I did an overnight flight. So my flight left at like 11:59 Phoenix time, and it was a straight through. I didn't have a layover, and the flight was on time, and it was great. Although I do feel a little bit bad because a woman did have to, towards the end of the flight, a woman had to wake me up because she had to go to the bathroom. And she's like, I'm so sorry. You were sleeping so well. I feel terrible doing this, but I have to use the restroom. And I'm like, and I said, oh, okay, no problem. And actually it was perfect because then after she went, I went too. I said, that's a great idea. But the flight was great and everything was smooth as silk the whole time. I was very lucky.
Scotty Mack said, oh, good evening, everyone. Just getting home from a 13-hour shift.
Scotty Mack, what's up, buddy? How are you?
Long.
Let's see. Shayna said AMS basically Long Island iced tea, but sub blue curacao for the cola. Maybe that's the kicker. Maybe it's the blue. I don't know what it is maybe it's just a hot day.
Or something.
Yeah, there's a little sugar in there for sure. There's a little sugar. But yeah, so we had the rumor show that night, and then and after that we went to the Atrium Bar to wrap up our last couple of last drinks. Had a couple martinis to wrap up the trip, and then I got to bed at a decent time because I knew we had a big day in the morning, and then a couple of us went to the main dining room for breakfast, so that was really nice, getting a good meal before a big day of travel, and that was it. We got off the ship it wasn't bad. It was your average debarkation, right? There's a lot of people getting off. They had a little delay until they could announce it, but then all of a sudden they said, okay, everybody can go, and we carried our own bags off, so we just got in the line and walked down the hall, around the Manhattan dining room, back out again, and then got off the ship. But I will say this, if you're cruising a short cruise out of Miami, when we got off, Sharon, there's 2 lines. One is passports only, and one is birth certificates when you get off to go through customs. The birth certificate line, no joke, well over 100 people, dead stop. That thing wasn't moving. The passport line, we walked right through, went right up, barely even slowed down to go into the line, scan the facial recognition, and boom, we were off.
Yeah.
So
that's funny. It really depends on the cruise you're on, how that happens, because like our last cruise that we went on with the grandkids, they didn't have passports, so we had to stand in the birth certificate line with them, and that line went like really quick.
Yes.
And the passport line was all backed up. So it kind of depends on just, I guess, when it is, the location of the cruise, whether it's a short or long cruise, and who's, if you're going to have more people with passports or not. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was a great time. I had a blast. I'm so excited to do it. There will definitely, can I say it for sure?
What?
There will definitely be a Jimmy Jamboree 2.0. Definitely going to be one. So we'll start working on that to give you a little bit of notice. I don't know at what point it'll be, some point in 2027. And maybe, I think, looking back, if I could do anything different, the 3 days was good. And it was even better because we did like a day and a half in Embassy Suites in Miami. So I saw a couple other dudes. I didn't see everybody the whole time, so that would have been nice. So I think it'd be nicer to do maybe like a 5-day and just get in like the night before and then spend 5 days with everyone instead of like 3 days with everyone and then 2 days with almost everyone. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like the last girls cruise we had was a 5-day, and that was a nice length of a cruise. Or something like that.
Well, yeah, because we had 2 days. We had Nassau, we had Great Stirrup Cay, but we didn't, have any sea day. And sometimes you kind of need a sea day.
Yeah.
So when you're going and going, because I know you girls partied like rock stars, and you probably needed a sea day one morning to sleep it off and gather your wits about you.
Well, I don't know if we partied like you, but we had a good time.
We may, listen, we tore it up a little bit. I dare say, listen, it wouldn't have been a Jimmy Jamboree if Jimmy wasn't there. And he was there maybe once, maybe twice. The one night in Miami, on the first night, we were up a little bit late, and we started, drinking that bottle. We didn't do that whole bottle of, wild turkey in one morning, trust me. But it was raining, and we wanted to have a cigar, so we had to go out in front of the hotel, and we were just standing around, and there was like one bench, and we're all standing there just leaning against the thing. And we went out there with a cooler with a bunch of beer on ice, and we're just throwing back beers and passing that bottle around and smoking cigars. And it was just such a guy's thing to do. A woman would have never done. Well, I don't know. Maybe Wendy and Mary might have done that, but I don't know about the rest of the
Wendy
ladies.
says, but us girls get our next one before the guys, okay?
Maybe we'll do it all at the same time.
That's right, Wendy. We will definitely be first, if not at the same time.
There you go.
So,
there you go.
And yeah, maybe 2027 if it can work out. I know we have the festival in October, and I know we have a couple things at the beginning of the year. So and even in the summer. So, but if not, maybe early 2028. But look, maybe 2027.
We'll see.
Yeah, we got to figure it out.
We shall see.
But
Beth
something's coming.
Ollinger said, "I've got limoncello on my mind." Yeah, she's got a little bit of Greek cruise cooking in her veins.
Yeah,
because that's coming up right around the corner.
I'm looking forward to that too.
We are 23 days away from getting on a plane to Rome. Can you believe that?
I know.
To Rome. Jeez.
Gonna be
I am so
fun.
so stoked.
And I have
go ahead.
Been shopping. We got some new things.
Yes, Amazon. And whoop, it's like a revolving door out here. It's ridiculous. Some stuff stays, some stuff goes back. It's a rotation thing.
Yeah.
Every day it's, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? What do you think of this? What do you think of that? Sharon's gonna work on making like a packing video for Rome.
So
we've all
probably
gotten,
in the next couple
we got our crossbody
weeks
thing
we'll have
for
a
safety.
video out of that.
Oh
yeah.
boy.
And I found a store. Well, it's not I got several things from Amazon, but I did find another
store
that I found the cutest dresses at. And
it's not Venus?
No. And,
wow.
And so I have gone a little crazy there, but I will show you in the video.
Okay, you're gonna have to wait for the video. I guess that's the deal. Eric Granger says, I'm in. If the dates can work, a 5-day would be better. I totally agree. I vote 5 days to Beat in the Bum. Travels, we're going to Celebrity in 35. Oh, Beverly Duke has got a big trip.
Oh.
We decided not to buy any drink package and take advantage of the elite happy hour and bring our own soda and wine on the ship. Have you ever done that? Well, we bring our own wine on occasion, depending on what the plan is.
Yeah, if we're going on, and we don't have the drink package, we brought wine on Carnival before. We've never brought it on Royal, and we never bring it on Norwegian because we always have the drink package. And like Princess and Holland, we've always had the drink package.
Yes.
But we brought wine on Carnival. Mm-hmm. We don't bring like the waters and the sodas and all that. There was a time back in the day when we first started cruising that we would do that, but now we just don't want to pack it all on.
That's right.
We're lazy. We don't want to pack all that on.
EJ said Jimmy was there in full effect. There you go. Crazy Cat Traveler said, you mean like the Greece cruise where we literally have one sea day? You're right.
Yeah.
It's a 9-day cruise.
Yeah.
Well, the first day is kind of like a sea day because embarkation day, we don't really have a port.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's going to be.
But we still have to travel
crazy.
to get 90 minutes or whatever to the port.
Yeah.
So
I'm thinking next October for the SASC group cruise, I might take a red eye to Florida. Then I would have 2 days of fun before the cruise. Yeah, we'll see how that all works out. We got to put that, get that stuff lined up for the festival because it's gonna be it's gonna be wild. And there's a good chunk of people on that thing right now.
Yeah, once we get back from the our trip this summer, we're gonna start working on a lot of things for the festival events and different things because everything's gonna be all related and a lot of fun. We're gonna put a lot. That's gonna be like just a real fun cruise, lots of fun things.
Oh yes. Beth says, Sharon, I'm right there with you. What do I pack? LOL.
Yeah.
Sharon.
I'm packing a little different for that one, some different things, but
yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Am I gonna pack myself for that one?
Well, we all have our suitcase, and if
one suitcase, one backpack.
you have one suitcase, one backpack. That's it.
All right.
So you got to make it all fit, and one of the kids are going to take this. I have this fold-up bag. So the last 2 Europe cruises we went on, one was Carnival, one was Norwegian. Both times, well, the first time on Carnival, I didn't really think about the souvenirs much, or I thought I would put them in. I think I thought I could probably fit them in the luggage. And then Matthew went crazy and bought like a whole practically big luggage full of all these big, huge souvenirs and all this stuff. So we ended up buying one of those rolly, big, expandable bags in the gift shop on Carnival and brought some stuff home that way. Well, then we went on Norwegian, and I didn't really want to bring the Carnival bag on a Norwegian ship, and so I figured we would have room. Same thing happened, so we ended up buying a Norwegian bag that expanded, one of those with wheels. So this time we have that bag, the Norwegian bag, and it folds up like it's about this big, and it flattens, and it does have wheels. So I'm gonna stick that in one of the kids' suitcases before I close it. And that's coming along, so we can expand it for any souvenirs if anyone.
So you're putting foldable luggage into your luggage, so you have more luggage on the way home.
Just for souvenirs, only
you.
Well, because I try to buy things that are small that'll fit, but Matthew doesn't think about those things, and he just goes crazy and buys a lot of souvenirs. So
my Sharon said, looking forward to that video because I love all your suggestions on what to wear and what to bring on cruises. That is so sweet. Yeah. How nice. Jay Bone said, we're already booked for 27, 28. Might not be able to make it. Come on, Jay. You can do it. You can do it and bring that lovely wife of yours, and it's going to be a good time.
On a boys cruise?
Oh, no. I meant the festival.
Oh, okay.
I meant the festival.
I thought you were talking about the boys cruise.
I meant the festival. Wendy's got 6 days till she's on the Radiance. That's very cool.
Fun.
Shayna loves the packable hangers in the Amazon store. Those are awesome.
Yeah. And with the hangers,
go.
that's something I bring on certain cruises, and I don't bring them on all cruises because it really just depends the ship I'm on and how many people are sharing the cabin. Like if we're all sharing the cabin and we're on like Norwegian or something, we're definitely going to bring the hangers because there's not a lot of closet space and not as much. But if we have 2 cabins, sometimes I don't really need that many, or I don't need them at all. So it really just kind of depends on that.
Deborah A said, I ordered some items from Amazon for my Alaska cruise. For every item I keep, I'm averaging 2 returns before I get the right fit and style.
Yeah, I have ordered
a
lot of stuff and returned a lot of stuff.
That's going to happen. Sharon, there's an item you were supposed to get today in the mail. Did you get it?
I have a few things coming.
But one thing you were supposed to get in the mail today.
Nothing's come yet. They said between 5 and 8.
What are you supposed to get today in the mail?
I am supposed to get my toga.
Toga. We're doing our first ever group cruise toga.
And I had trouble with that. So, and yours is coming tomorrow, I think. Yeah. Because on Amazon, every toga that I thought I would get, they wanted to charge. Even though we have Prime, it was one of those ones where they still want to charge you like $10 or something for shipping. And I didn't want to do that because I have in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know I'm going to probably have to send this back and get another one because it's not going to fit or something's going to be wrong with it. You know, you just never know. The sizing charts are all weird on these togas. And so So I finally
I ordered
found
a husky.
So I ended up paying a little bit more,
Slightly
not
husky.
not to pay the
Very
$10.
husky.
So I probably ended up paying the same. But at least if I don't like it, I can send it back and order another one and just
And then you can take it on a
find the one I
Halloween
like.
cruise too, or something like that.
I guess.
I
I was gonna just do a sheet.
on the
but
festival, can you still buy the zero proof drink package for one person, or does everyone have to have it? I don't know if you've gotten those
on the
lately, or if
festival. Well-
you're in the loop on that, or if that was a.
well, since the festival's not out yet, and I don't know. I think you can still buy it for one person, the zero proof one, I believe, unless they've changed something. You know, though they are always changing things all the time. But last I heard, one person could just buy that because it's a no alcohol
There you go.
package.
Nancy Fields just got home today from being on the Firenze. All right, I hope you guys had a great time. We enjoyed the Firenze.
Yeah.
UPS store people are starting to know me with all the returns I've done the past few weeks.
Yeah.
Same with us. Sharon's like, take this to Staples, drop it
Yeah,
off.
we have a Staples bias and a UPS.
Yeah.
I used to go to UPS and then we had a Staples. Which is really close.
Shannon said, isn't it just a sheet and watch a folding video? That's one way to do it.
That's what I said to Jamie. I watched a video and I was like, let's just make our
That's
own.
one way to do it.
But he would not do that. He said, no, I want a costume. And so I just thought, well, I'll get a costume too, because with my luck, I would get there. He would all have his costume on. And I'd be trying to figure out how to fold the sheet. I look ridiculous.
Well, listen, you can just be on the cruise and grab an extra sheet off of the housekeeping
could.
cart in the hallway and throw that thing if you want to do that. Has Festival had her float out ceremony yet? I'm a bit behind.
No.
Crazy Cat Tavern? I don't even know if it has.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
No.
So far, the zero proof can be bought individually. Timothy Williams, excellent answer. Sharon, how we doing? It's a little bit after 7. It's 7:15. We still have to go for our nightly walk. Have we covered all the bases tonight?
I think so.
I think we have.
I think
we've covered all the bases tonight.
We've told them
let me
every
check one of
inch of your cruise.
I talked about the cruise. Are you tonight?
They all probably felt like they were there with you by now.
Are you? Hold on. Beauty and the Bum Travel says I may have seen Jimmy and Larry the fourth kicking it at the Sunset Bar. That may or may not have happened. The biggest problem for me, and I'll leave it at this on the group cruise, especially on the Jimmy Jamboree, was I really wanted to try to have a drink with everyone, and unfortunately, that ends up equaling a lot of drinks, and that's just what happened. But it did not fall, and I will not be suing or anything like that. So it was a great time.
Jamie Wilhut said, I think next October for the SAST group cruise, I might take a red eye to Florida and I could spend 2 days.
Yes,
Fun before
I read that
yeah.
already.
Oh, you did?
Jay, I do remember doing a limoncello, doing your lemon shot. Actually, you would have liked those. Sharon loves like lemon drops. Jay is like, we got to do this lemon shot.
I like lemon drops.
I'm not even a lemon guy.
I like the lemon drops.
You love lemon drops.
But
Next time, Jay Bowen has something special for you, Sharon.
But
Just trust me on that.
I very rarely can have one that I like them, but I very rarely get one that is super, super good. And I always have to explain them how to make it to get what I want. And I will say the best, I think they're still here, the best lemon drop I've ever had was when we visited Marty and EJ in
And
Kansas,
EJ made
and
them.
EJ made it.
That was
EJ
lovely.
makes the best lemon drops I've ever had.
That was lovely. Yes, Jay says it's a lemon drop shot with limoncello. Limoncello. Beth Ellinger said they're going for a walk too. We'll be doing once Bucky's open. We can go for walks at night and meet at Bucky's, and then eat a brisket sandwich and then walk back home again. It'll be like
Walk it off.
Yeah,
Walk the
we'll
brisket
walk
off.
it off on the way there and on the way back, and then we'll destroy some brisket.
Yeah.
So that will be fantastic. Yes, there were a couple of shots. Couple of Don Julios were had as well. We did all right in that respect, and the drink package was working great. And listen, it was an awesome time. So thanks, Sharon, for helping me to put that together. You did an awesome job. And
I'm glad everyone had
we'll
fun.
get the next one
You
cooking.
had fun.
Yes, it was awesome. It was awesome. So all right. So Sharon, anything we still need to cover? Any last questions? We'll give you one more, like 30 seconds left. Any final cruise questions? Throw them in the chat. Otherwise, guys, we're going to have to rock it out of here.
Beverly Duca said, have you had the pre-made lemon drop that you can buy at the liquor store? I have a bottle, but I've not tried it yet. No, I have not tried that yet. No, I have not.
Well, Sharon's likes the lemon drop that really just tastes like you're drinking some really good lemonade, and you don't really taste the alcohol.
Well, that's not it.
That's the thing.
No, but my lemon drop has to be the perfect balance of sour and the sweet with the sugar on the rim. It just has to have that perfect balance. And
Brian from How We Cruise says, any pictures of your door decorations? Are those still sitting on the counter right on the dresser right here?
No, I have a picture. I have a picture of your door decorations on my phone. I can show you.
Are you sure?
I think so. Let me see.
Hold on. Do I have a picture?
Oh, do I still have it on here?
You might have got rid of it.
Well, no, but I got a new phone.
Well, everything carried over.
And I know, but before I moved everything over, I
may have deleted a few things.
I deleted a lot of things because I moved it over onto my computer and onto a
I
thing
think
to
I
save
deleted.
it. And I deleted. My phone had way too many pictures from multiple cruises back, and I had to get rid of some stuff and off the phone.
But isn't there a little pile? Hold on, you guys. Let me look.
Let me see.
All right, Lucy, we're not leaving. Here we go.
Oh, I got pictures of my garden. My garden. I'm growing a little garden, so that's good. Yeah, I guess I don't.
Okay, here we go. I got a couple things. I would use the word attacked. My cabin door was attacked, and it was assaulted, and there was a lot of crazy stuff.
Oh, no, I can't.
So apparently this is supposed to be. Hold on, let me put it here to see if you can see it or not. Apparently that's supposed to be me. Does that look like me? I guess it looks like me. I love ducks.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
So that was on my door. This was also on the door.
Dirty
All right. Yes. This is supposed to be you, Sharon. Okay, with a strawberry margarita. And that, I guess, is also supposed to be me. Although I listen.
Cigars.
Yes, I'm a Miller Lite guy. I wouldn't be caught dead with an Ultra. So but that's the deal. So there was more of that. It was unbelievable. Yes, you as a duck. Oh God, it does look just like me. Thank you. Beth says, I love making homemade door decoration. Other than Jimmy hates ducks, but Jimmy loves them. No, Jimmy doesn't love them. It was very nice. The first night I got back to the room. Well, the first night I'm not quite sure, but the next day I was kind of like, I took them off, but then I left them. I realized quickly that if I took the duck magnets off my door, they would just be replaced. And so I just left them there. And that was it.
You could find your way back to your room with the ducks on there.
Are you trying to insinuate I couldn't find my way back to my room?
Well,
I got back to my room. The first night, I'm not really sure. I got back to the room. I guess I woke up in my room, so that was a good sign. But, so no, it was great. Thank you to everybody for coming on the Jimmy Jamboree. It was super cool. And thanks for listening to me talk about my favorite thing, my cruise, and all that kind of stuff. And thank you, Sharon, for allowing it to happen, for giving it the blessing.
I'm glad everyone had a good time.
That's right. Brian says, well, that's what friends are for. Charger fan to Charger fan. Fouts or Rivers? Man, Fouts or Rivers? I love both of those guys so much. I think I'd have to go Fouts just because it all began with Fouts, right? That was the beginning for me when I first fell in love with Charger football. It was Fouts, and I think that's where I'd have to go. Love Rivers. So that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I mean, there was a couple rough spots in the beginning, but Fouts, Rivers, and now Herbert. I love all three of those dudes. All three of them. So thanks for the football talk. The one of Sharon is so cute, said Wendy. All right, Sharon, that's it. We're going to wrap it up. We appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you so much for being here. Sharon, when is the next time we're going to do a live stream? What's the game plan?
Let's see. Well, next,
We've got a lot going on, guys.
let's see. Monday, next Monday, actually, Jamie's going to be flying out of town again.
Well, hold on. Next Monday, we're actually doing a Zoom call.
I know, but after that, you're flying.
After that, I'm flying out of town.
Yeah. We're doing a Zoom call for our Greece cruise.
Yes.
And then you have like a midnight flight or something out of here.
Yep. I'm going back to Virginia for a little bit to go visit my aunt.
And then you
check in on her, see what's cooking out there.
Back until the 6th. At the 6th. We will do either the 11th or the 18th. We have
or maybe the 11th and the 18th.
Well, yeah. Well,
the 11th because it'll be a while, and the 18th because it'll be right before we leave.
We'll be back on the 11th. The 18th we probably won't because we're going to have a lot of people here visiting for that's Callie's graduation weekend. So we have some family flying into town, and Callie's other grandparents are going to be flying into town, and things else. Yeah, and then the following week we're going to be leaving. So yeah, so we'll be back on the 11th.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, 11th it is, guys. 11th. Mark your calendars now. Make a note. We'll come back and hang out, and that's it. So we appreciate it. Sharon, last words. Last comments. I don't think there are any last comments. I think we're all commented out. Go Birds. Don't. I don't know why you're talking about Brian. AZ meetup. Oh my gosh. We're down for an AZ meetup. Nice live. Have a great night. I didn't realize she's a senior. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Yes.
Yeah, she is a senior.
They grow up so quickly, don't they? Don't they? Listen, you guys have been great. We appreciate it. So from all of us here at Sharon Sea Travel, from me, Sharon, Matthew, Callie, Lucy.
Lucy's right under my feet here.
I hope that Nancy and Leanne had a fabulous, fabulous night. Luckily, we had no trolls to be dealt with, so it was a good night for them to not be here. Thank you for the congratulations for Callie. And until next time, from all of us here at Sharon Sea Travel, to all of you.
Good night, everyone, and we will see you in a couple weeks.
We will see you in a couple weeks. Let me see if I can hit the right button here. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Oh, don't forget to contact Sharon to book your cruise. sharonatsea@gmail.com. sharonatsea@gmail.com. Good night, everyone.
Good night.